Yeah, we are going on with tarot and we come to the queens. And the queens and kings are like adult, feminine, or male energy. And of course, this has many implications and it is difficult to tell because we all know women can stand their man, as we call it in German, and men can be soft and caring and nurturing too. Yeah, I always have my difficulties with these gender meanings because of course every gender has its essence, but there are things between it. Yes, gender meanings are important, but we also have to see that this always depends on your culture, on your circumstances, on your life, and of course on your openness in mind. Yeah. So let's start with the queens, and we have the Queen of Wands, a very lovely queen. She has a cat, of course, she is lovely, and she has sunflowers. So she is a queen of fire. It is a woman with energy. It is a woman that has much warmth. She can also be furious at times, but in most times it is just warmth and energy, creativity. It does not has to mean that she is loud. It is often misunderstood, this being under element fire, yeah, because sometimes these creative women seem to be very calm. I know some women who are doing artwork and things like that, and they are clearly these kind of women, but they are calm. Their passion goes into their work. So this does not mean you have to be loud or yes, a person that steps into a room and everyone sees it with more or less joy. This just means you are a person with much energy, and in readings, it is often a friend of you. It is often someone who is positive towards you, who gives you a push. And of course, this also can be yourself if you are a woman. And if there is no woman at all in a reading, it can also mean that you have a time when you are nurtured and where you experience this heartfeltness, I think it is called, of the feminine energy, so to say. But it is warm, it is element fire, so it is not just cozy, it is also something that pushes you, yeah? And now we have the Queen of Cups, and this is one thing, I said it in the video before, I learned from the playing cards, especially, and the cups are the heart cards. I can search this out. So you can check my playing cards videos and you will see it. Here we have it. And when you read the playing cards, the Queen of Hearts is always the person you asked for. You are yourself. Yeah. Not you ask for, you are yourself. This means if you are a woman and you have the cards before you, this is you. Some people also divide this into married and unmarried women, so then you would have this as a married woman, and the Queen of Diamonds is the unmarried woman, but in most cases readers prefer to read her as the woman who asked the cards for. And this is a thing I learned from playing cards for my tarot practice. Not this one, this one. Because, as I tell in the playing card videos, the cups and the heart cards are the same. Yeah, those systems come from one family, so you can compare many things. And so I learned for my tarot practice, when I'm searching for a woman who posed a question, I take the Queen of Cups as her. Yeah, you can try this out. Maybe this works for you too. But for me, it works very well, and this also means if you are, for example, a man who asks the cards, this can be your partner, if you have a female partner. And yes, it is also a woman with much heart, with much intuition. She has not as much fire as we had with the Queen of Wands. She is more intuitive, she is more soft. But this is a strong energy too. You shouldn't underestimate it. We always have a tendency to put these things into, oh yes, the wands are more strong, the cups are more weak, because of what our culture prefers. Yeah, our culture prefers fire and energy and creativity and pushing yourself much more about or above the typical water energies, like it is more introvert, it is more thinking and things like that. But this is positive. This has a strength in its own, and we shouldn't underestimate it. So never trap or go into this trap of thinking, this is a carp card, it has not so much energy. Oh, here we have the swords, this is strong, and so on. This is not true. It is tarot is much more holistic than our preferences in our society for special features, so to say, a person can have. So now we have the Queen of Swords, and she has a sharp energy of swords. She can be at times an evil woman, a woman that is against you. This is an old way to read this card. In the past, it was always read like this. She was a widow, she was a bitter old woman, and things like that. I don't like that interpretation too much, but if you are facing a female enemy and life is not just, about sugarcoat and things like that, then this is a card for her. Of course, things like that can happen, you can experience it, but in most cases she is an analytical woman, she is a clever woman, she is a woman not without feelings. This is also an old style interpretation of her. It is like when a woman is clever, she can't have feelings and things like that. It's simply, today we see the world more round. It is not just black or white, it is all the colors between, and so this card also has all the colors between. She is rational, she's analytical, maybe she is sometimes not the most warm woman, the most enthusiastic woman. She first thinks about things. And this is very good too in its own way. As I told it with the elements, there is no element above the others. It is just different, and they work best all together. And now we are going to the Pentacles, and she is, she's often mommy card, I call it. It can be mothers, it can be grandmothers, very often in readings. This is a very practical sphere of the cards, but to me it turned out very often to be true. She is also element earth. This means she is nurturing, she is caring, she is earthening, like you get your feet on the ground again. This means also friends and females in your surrounding that are helping you to calm down. She's not the fastest one, so to say. She is maybe a person you are always thinking about, oh, couldn't she do it faster? Can't she move on? Why is she always so slowly? But this energy is very important too, especially today when we are always rushing and we are checking our cell phones or whatever. And I need to go into the internet and I have to do this and that and I need to work and. We all know this. And she is a calm antipode to this. So this is a very, very precious energy, especially today. At the first moment, we might be rushing and we might be thinking, oh, can't it be faster? But in the second moment, we calm down ourselves and we feel, this is good, it is calm, So everything has its plus and its minus. And this card has a very big plus, especially today, in being calm and being solid. And as I said it in concrete readings, it can also mean, when you are searching for persons, it can also mean the mother or the grandmother, especially, or an elder relative or older person, maybe an older boss if it is feminine. It is also a person, but it is more experienced, it is older than you in most cases.